Okay, today on Jill of All Trades, I've had a couple people ask me how to do this, so we're going to tackle a couple issues with candles. Now, Marielle has a favorite candle.
I do.
And one of them got burned all the way down. And you have that last little bit of remnant of wax, and everybody asks, how do you get that out of the jar?
It seems like it happens all the time, and it's not a little tiny little dollop. It's a good 2 inches, I feel like, we have to throw away from our old candles.
Right, and then maybe it's in a cool jar and you want to reuse the jar. So that's trick number one, that we're going to get that out. The second issue is she found another candle, just the same, but the jar is cracked. So we're going to try to take the good candle out of the cracked jar and put it in the good jar once we get it cleaned out. So number one, you have to be careful with glass. You can heat it and you can cool it, but you can't do it quickly or you'll crack it.
Okay.
So we're going to do that carefully, but then we're also going to use that fact to our advantage. So the first thing I did was normally on my stove at home, I have a burner that will just go to warm. And you can like warm a plate of food. So that's what I do with my candles, but this jar is so thick, I was afraid to do that on these burners. So what we did is put it in water.
Okay.
Put it in warm water on the stove. And now it is warm enough. Now I've got this melted. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm just gonna pour the wax out.
Oh.
So there, that's the last of your wax. And then we're gonna take, can you rip me off a couple paper towels?
Sure can.
Then we're going to take a paper towel and clean the rest of that out.
So you pulled the wick out and got all that gunk out there.
Yep, and we're going to get all that waxy gunk out. If you wanted to carefully wash it out, you could. So, okay, so we basically have our cleaned out jar now. So we're going to let that cool.
Which in itself is miracle number one.
That's miracle number one.
Yes.
Now we're going to take this one and we're going to heat this one up too. All right, so now I want to pick this up. I'm going to use a towel to do it.
Okay.
And we're going to plunge it in cold water because we want to encourage it to crack.
All right.
So, okay, it did crack again.
So again, the point is trying to break this glass and get all that good candle out into the other jar.
All right, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to help it along with a hammer. We're just going to give that a little smack. There we go. Wow. Got it.
Jill, wow. Yay! All right, shall I bring the other one over here?
Yeah, is that cooled off? I don't want to.
Oh.
Probably wouldn't hurt you to wear like some safety gloves while you do this because we do have some glass shards here. All right, we're going to drop that in there. Boom, baby.
Just like that.
Shut up.
A brand new candle.
Who's your new best friend?
It's you, Jill. Thank you.
Jill of All Trades.
Okay, and this really is something that all of us can do. And don't whine about it for 2 weeks and just be sad that all the candles are gone. You did this in just a few minutes.
Yeah, it just took us a few minutes.
Okay.
So
I got it. She's like, yeah, just a few minutes. And it's just like new. Thank you, Jill.
You're welcome. All right.